In the previous class, I told you about the terrestrial plants. The first category was desert, where the scarcity of water is there, and desert plants are called xerophytes. Then the loss of water from the plant body through stomata of leaf, that is called transpiration. Now we will study about the hills. Hilly areas are the areas mostly where the climate is ranging from cold to extremely cold, and sometimes snowfall is also there. So even you might have seen in the TV and all, or in the picture and all, that even the houses in the hills are also having a sloping roof, just because so that water and snow will easily slide down. So in the hilly areas, the plants are also like that. They have adapted themselves to protect from the snowfall or the water. The plants that are found in the hilly areas are pine, spruce, fir. Like these plants are found in the hilly areas. Since the climate condition is too cold, that is why the plants have adapted themselves to survive from the cold climates, and sometimes climate is windy also. So they have adapted themselves to protect from the cold and windy conditions. For example, like pine trees or the trees in the hilly areas, they have conical shape. Leaves are of needle shaped, tough and coated with wax. Leaves hang downwards. Root grows deep ground the soil. Root grows deep ground the soil to absorb the as much water as possible. So these are the adaptations shown by the hilly areas, hilly area plants of hilly areas, because in the hilly areas the temperature range is very cold. So to protect from the cold and windy conditions, plants have adapted themselves in this way. So these are the adaptations shown by the plants. You can see in the figure also, pine tree figure is there. You can see in the figure how the plants are of conical shape and leaves are like needle. So you can see that pine trees, you can see the figure of the pine tree, and you can see that the trees are having conical shape. And if I will show you the leaf, the structure of leaves of pine tree, you can see in the next figure, leaves are needle shaped. Leaves are needle shaped, tough and coated with wax, so that they will not get any damage because of the extreme cold. And trees are having conical shape, so that the water or snow easily slide down. Then leaves hang downwards. Leaves are, you can see the leaves are hanging downwards, so that the water loss will be very less. That means transpiration. I had told you in the previous classes, transpiration means the process in which water is lost from the plant body through stomata of the leaves. So if the leaves are hanging downwards, that means they are also having transpiration, means they are also losing the water, but in a very less amount. The roots grow deep ground the soil, so that they can withstand in the strong wind also. They can take the help of the soil to withstand in the strong windy conditions also. They are not getting uprooted because the roots are growing deep ground the soil. So these are the some adaptations shown by the pine trees or the hilly areas trees. Pine, this conical shape, they are having conical shape to slow down, slide down water or snow, so that the leaves will not get any damage, or tree will not get any damage because of the snowfall. Leaves are needle shaped, tough and coated with wax, so that they will not get any damage. Then leaves are hanging downwards to prevent the, or to slow down the process of transpiration. That means to prevent the loss of extreme loss of water from their body, from the plant body. Then roots grow deep ground the soil, so that they can withstand in the strong windy conditions also. You can also do this one at home. You can try an activity to understand this in your home. You can take a newspaper sheet at your home. Newspaper is there, newspaper sheet you can take, and you have to make two objects, two shaped object, that is one is conical shape and one is cylindrical shape, and you will keep in distance conical shape object and cylindrical shape object. Here conical shape object and here cylindrical shape object you will keep. Then uniform amount, means equal amount of sand if you will pour in both the shape, then you will see that this conical shape will stand for more, and this cylindrical shape will not be able to handle all the sand together when you are pouring on it, because this is because conical shape the sands are coming down, that is sand particles are easily sliding down, but here it is not able to slide down easily. So similar process is applied here. In the hilly areas the trees are conical shape so that water or snow easily slide down, so that the trees or the leaves will not get any damage. But if it will not be conical shape, then the trees will get damaged. So now you are clear about the adaptation shown by the hilly areas plants or trees. So along with this, I always say you, and again I am saying, along with this, read your book so that you will be more clear about it. So these are the adaptations shown by trees in the hilly areas. These are the adaptations how the plants are able to survive in the hilly areas. So the trees which are having conical shape, or the leaves of the trees are having needle shape, those type of trees are called coniferous trees. Those type of trees are called coniferous trees. These coniferous trees, they do not shed their leaves, so they are called evergreen trees because they don't shed their leaves. That is why these coniferous trees, that means the trees which are having conical shape or leaves are having needle shape, those type of trees are called coniferous trees, and they do not shed their leaves. That is why these trees are called evergreen trees. Now we will study the adaptation shown by the marshes or the trees in the marshy area. So in the marshy areas there are plenty of water, and the type of soil found here is clay soil, and water is present in a plenty amount. That is why, since the soil is clay soil and water is present in a plenty amount, there is a very little space between the soil particles. There are very small, very little air spaces are there between the soil particles. That is why the plants that are growing in marshy areas, they have adapted themselves to obtain air and also to bear the constant water movement without causing any damage to the body. So here in the marshy areas, the amount of water is plenty, and the type of soil is clay soil, and there are very little air spaces are there in between the soil particles. So because of this reason, the plants have adapted themselves to obtain the air and to bear the constant movement of the water without causing any damage to the body. So the plants that grow in marshy areas, they are called mangroves. Mangroves. So the plants that are growing in marshy areas, they are called mangroves. And mangroves, their roots, roots are not able to take air below the soil. That is why these mangroves have special roots above the soil to breathe. So these mangroves roots are not able to get enough air from the soil. That is why they have some special roots that grow above the soil to breathe. Those roots are called breathing roots. So mangroves have some special roots that is called breathing roots, with the help of which these roots grow above the soil to breathe. So with the help of these special breathing roots, they are taking the air, because since there is very little air space between the soil particles, they don't get enough air from the soil. That is why they have special breathing roots above the soil to breathe. So this is all about marshy areas. You can see the diagram here, so the figure of the marshy areas, and you can see the how mangroves have grown here. And please read the book so that you will be more clear about it.